Well, here we are, Pacific Standard. To date, the biggest, best paying heist so far that Rockstar has blessed us with the chance of doing, even though they said we were going to get it from the beginning. Anyway, here's our take on it, our Hanapo Capitalia little take on it here. Hopefully it can shed some light. I apologize for the crappy video quality on my webcam, and that's about all I have to use at the moment, but here we go. First, we will start with the rundown of what the jobs are. Bagman. Either demo the hacker, although it's better that it's the demo man because he's the last one to be working down the vault. He's the only crew member that will be collecting money from the vault. Yes, only one person can carry all the money. So only one person will be collecting the money to minimize the odds of loss. He will generally be the player most skilled at not getting shot, taking cover. This crew member will only use a weapon as an absolute last resort. He needs to be staying out of combat. End of story. Support man. Now he's going to be the opposite. If your bagman's a demo, he's going to be the hacker. If your bagman's a hacker, he's going to be a demo. So, after the first man's work is done, he'll return to the lobby, help crowd control, guards, whatever needs to be done. And I hope you considered the Recon. So he, heads on a swivel. So it's going to also require the most well-rounded player. So you need to be having your brains on your support. We have crowd control alpha. Priority for this position is offensive engagement. This is going to be your point man. So it should be your best, your best marksman, your best soldier, your best combat guy. Your team leader guy in the line of fire. He's going to lead all your movement. He's going to direct everything. That's going to be your guy. Crowd control Bravo. Priority for this position is to control a crowd while in the bank. After you leave the bank, the player will provide additional cover for the bagman. It's basically his bodyguard. This position will be considered as recovery. Whoever holds this position shouldn't leave the bagman's side. Combat engagement should be limited to rearward coverage and direct bagman protection. This is what you need to do. This is where everybody needs to be. These are your jobs. Stick to them. Worry about yours, no one else's. During the heist, once we leave the bank, this is how we move. This is your direction of movement. Always moving forward, never backward. You may move laterally, as long as you're always making forward movement. This is going to be your point man. He's directing where everyone's going. Your support man is going to be behind him, but not up his ass. Now he's going to be, switching back and forth depending on where the threat is coming from. If your threat is coming from the left, he's going to be on the right. If the threat is coming from the right, he's going to be on the left. So no matter where you're hitting them from, they're minimizing casualties and getting hit. If he's missing him, he's not hitting him, no matter where he's firing from. Now your bagman, he's going to be on the opposite side of the support man. So if your support man is on the right side, your bagman is going to be on the left side. If your support man is on the left side, he's going to be on the right side. He's going to be taking cover, always in cover. You're going to have a big gap between these two guys and this guy here, because you want these guys to draw the fire towards them. Now, this is your crowd control Bravo man. He's your recovery guy. He's watching your back. These guys are always looking forward because they know this guy's watching everyone's back. Staying with this guy, but watching rearward. Assessing for threats to the right, assessing for threats to the left, but always here. And remember, communication. Because if somebody gets past this guy when he's reloading, he doesn't say anything. He's hitting this guy, he's hitting this guy, he's hitting this guy, before they figure out, all three of these guys, that somebody's behind them. And by that point, it's pointless. Just like the bagman. He needs to be communicating especially to this recovery guy. because that's his protection. He shouldn't be using a weapon. He should be his weapon. All battle decisions go through your point man and your support man. These guys are following. I mean, the only time that any of these guys should be saying anything is if this guy is pinned down and he needs to redirect. But the decisions should still go through these two guys. Alright, so this is Pacific Standard Bank. This is the interior, first level, lobby level, ground level. This is where we're coming in. You have your bagmen over here, they're coming in, hitting this guard here. You have your crowd control guys coming in, hitting this guard here. Do not use bullets to take these guys out. You know, use a melee weapon if you can't control yourself. Do what you gotta do, but do not take these guys out with bullets. Because it is very possible that one of those bullets could either go through one of them guys, or you could miss and hit one of these people in here, then we're screwed off the bat. Seen it happen. Anyway, so your bagmen will come through, hit this guy here. It'll be your demo guy running straight through. It'll be your other guy hitting your other bagman, your hacker, hitting that guy, so that this demo guy can go straight to the door. Demo guy blows the doors. That's his priority all the way through. He does not stop for anything. The demo guy goes through, he blows the doors. The only time he's waiting is for the hacker to get down into the vault, and when he's hacking to blow the last door. After he blows the last door, that's when you get the money. Now, when they're downstairs, there's going to be a couple of guys coming from here down these stairs. So your crowd control alpha guy, he's going to be the one in here, in your teller booth. Your crowd control bravo guy, he's going to be controlling the lobby. He's going to be concerned with crowd control only. Alpha, his priority is to worry about the guys coming down the stairs above crowd control. Crowd control, if he has to stand here and, shoot into here and into here, roll back and forth if he has to, whatever he has to do. Crowd control is not a hard job to do. All you have to do is shoot near the people and don't shoot them. I mean, come on, a trained monkey can do it. Anyway, once the last cage is blown, guy goes in, collects the money. Like I said, preferably it will be the guy on demo, because that's the guy doing the last bit of work down in the vault. So you can have the guy hacking and come immediately up, help with the crowd control, make it a little bit easier for these two guys. Once he's done collecting the money, everybody regroups. Main entrance. When you hit back on the main entrance, bagman, he takes cover. Back here if he has to, back here, I mean, shit, even if he has to go all the way back up these stairs. As long as he's nowhere near those bullets. Until everyone out here is taken care of. To this line over at least. These whole group of cops that are going to come out here, be waiting for you, and the cop that rolls along here, he's driving. Those all need to be gone before he even steps foot out that door. Alright, so this is a rudimentary map of the area that we're going to be hitting. Pacific Standard is on this corner right here. So we come out of the bank, come down the street, hit down the alley, right here. So like I said, you'll have your guys coming out, your crowd control guys, your second bagman coming out, clearing these streets before your actual bagman steps out of the bank. Hit these cops here, make sure they're gone too. Once you hit these cops, it's only a matter of time before you hit this point, and you're going to have guys spawning. You're going to have cops spawning on this corner, you have cops spawning on this corner coming in to hit you from behind. They're also going to be spawning on this street here too. So, make sure you got, full blast. As soon as, he's hitting these guys, done, this guy's gone. So you're coming down. And this is where we'll pick up on the next segment. But, you make your way through, go through a little bit more in depth in the next segment. But there's a garage right here on Popular Street. I believe it's 2 Popular Street. That you literally have to get on the bikes, come out on the street, and go around the wall. And the garage doors that are there, it'll be the garage door. If you're looking at them, the garage door on the right. And all you have to do is take cover on that garage door, and eventually you lose sight of the cops, maybe 30 seconds, minute at most. Don't shoot anything, just take cover along the wall. There's an overhang there, the helicopters won't see you, the police won't see you. You won't have to worry about it. Just have the discipline to wait. Then you can get into your garage. Anything you store in that garage is accessible. But if you want other people to come with you, they have to go through the same thing, but you have to be able to buzz them in too. This requires some synchronization, maybe some practice, whatever. Once you leave your garage, your main priority will be to head west towards the coastal highway. Doesn't matter how you get there, as long as you meet up with the coastal highway and head north. You don't have to follow any of the checkpoints, any of that, going off of the mountain, none of that. You don't need to follow any of that. So usually the worst idea is to follow exactly what the game is telling you to, because that's what they're accounting for you to do. That's where the most enemies are going to be. Worst idea ever. So whenever you can get away with it, do it your own way. Do it the exact opposite way that they tell you to, if you can. Now we'll move on to the next segment. Alright, so here we have a map of the general area, the actual map. Here's the Pacific Standard where we're starting on this street corner. North is up this way, obviously. Once we come out of the bank, we're making our way down the street for a short bit, making our way down this alley. Now, once you get a little way down the alley, you hit a trailer. You can go next to that trailer, come back around. Then you'll come in to the parking lot that's there. There'll be a fence. You'll take cover between the fence and there's like a shelf that's there. Gives you the best protection. Once the rest of your team will make their way down the alley until they can hit this first juncture right here that they can make a right. So bring them behind a house. You'll be jumping over the bagman will be jumping over the fence onto the top of the building, going off of the top of the building, off of the building, crossing the street, jumping down into this area here, where everyone will meet up and take cover behind a wall right here. Once you do, everyone, stock up on your snacks, on your armor, get full health back, because these guys are going to be closing in quick from right here. They'll also be trying to sneak in up here, but, you don't really have to worry about them too much. But the rest of the team, once you're stocked up, move quickly around this way. There'll be a wall right here. You have to worry about some police trying to make their way around this way. So watch this wall up here. Take cover over here. Shooting at these cops that are coming on this street here. There'll be a cop car driving down here, helicopters in this general area. But what your goal is to be able to cross the street. Not too hard. Most of your activity is going to be down in here. So once you get to this point, you're pretty much home free. You just have one more car coming down this way. Once you get down into this alley to try to block you in, at the same time another one's going to try to move down here. There's only about 2 guys in each of those cars, so it's not a big deal. Another helicopter, I believe, moves in. Then you make your way down this alley to collect the bikes in this area. Once you get the bikes, everyone's on the bikes at the same time, then it registers. From that point out, it's all fair game. You can do whatever you want. So whatever you see fit from this point out. Zoom out a little bit. Just keep going out west. Keep going out west. Eventually, you'll meet up with the coastal highway. So, we start down in this area, coming west, across the city, up to the coastal highway, head north, follow the highway, past the military base, and your boat will be right here. So literally all you have to do is follow this highway up. Before you hit this bridge, just cut off, go along the river here. It's usually down in this area. Not too far off.